Hey guys, before we get into the ceremony, I'd like to let you all know that at the end of this video, there is an announcement, so do stay tuned for that. Anyways, enjoy. Hello everybody, and welcome to the award ceremony for the Halloween Painting Competition 2024. I am Artifexus, you can call me Artie of course, and I have joining me, of course, Inquisitor Wigsy. Say hello, Wigsy.
Hello.
Yes, she's here to vanquish all the wrongdoers and whatnot, but thankfully there are no wrongdoers today. All we have are entrants to the competition. How many do we have, Wigsy?
I think it was 11.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it's 11, which is excellent stuff. So I do want to give a massive thank you to Wigsy for running this on my behalf. Much like the last competition as well. It's massively appreciated and it makes things so much easier because she's very good at this kind of stuff. She's even more of an ultramarine than I am.
Oh.
Yes, much more of an ultramarine than I am.
I'm not sure if you just swore at me or not.
It might be, depending on your disposition, but if you have sense, it isn't. Anyway, let us get cracking on. We have entrants to go through, and we shall begin numero uno at the first one. Do you wish to introduce this one, Wigsy?
No, I'll let you do it.
You'll let me do it? Oh, ain't that kind of you, love. Right then, we have... I've never known if it's a Kiro or a Ciro, but either way has made this Dark Angel here, holding this nice, iconic head skull with the Executioner's sword and whatnot. Now, I've always loved the colour of the Dark Angels anyway, very much so. And the fact that it's got one-directional lighting, these photos that we have here. And that works very well for the Dark Angels, because they're kind of deep and broody and moody and all that stuff, so it works really well on that front. And I also like the base. It's got this green slime kind of look going. Like this weird mossy green slime.
Okay, the base, I have to say it, reminded me of a mint chocolate chip cookie dough.
Oh, now I can't unsee it.
And all I want is like a mint chocolate chip ice cream or cookie.
I just see him stood on a giant cookie planet just going, "Back, heretics!
Yeah.
This cookie belongs to the Emperor!"
But yeah, I do love it.
It's very cool.
But yeah, I agree with like the colours. I just love the highlighting as well. And I think for me in particular, I just love the power sword.
Yes, that's an Executioner's blade, I believe.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Because it has the flat end.
Oh, because of the colour.
Yeah.
I always see everyone use the power swords of that colour.
No, I think the Executioner's sword is awesome.
Yeah, but I love the colour. Yeah.
Aye.
And I have to like appreciate the line along the hood.
Oh yes,
Like-
the seam line.
Yeah, that's so well done in my opinion. Like especially because I've just started doing highlighting and stuff myself, and I'm quite new at it, so I'm a little jelly of how.
And those fine base layers and like.
Yeah, no, I was about to say I'm a bit jelly of how well you did that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I recently painted Termiel. He's a librarian for the Dark Angels. He has the same seam, and I hated my life while I was doing it. So, full kudos for doing it.
100%. I love the positioning of the model as well. It looks very windy. Like,
Yes.
It's very windy and like he's trudging through
Yeah.
chocolate chip cookie dough.
While his little skull's farting in his direction.
Yeah.
Right. Entrant number 2. Who do we have for entrant number 2, Wigsy?
Bare necessities.
The simple Bare Necessities, who has anything but a simple model, I must add.
Yeah, okay. I don't even know where to start with it, to be honest.
Well, I could start with something. Is that I recognise the base of the model itself. I don't mean like the base it stood on. I mean like the model that everything sprung off. This is an orc war boss from, I think, Fantasy Warhammer, maybe
Okay.
Age of Sigmar. Because I remember once seeing an orc with a massive dragon on his shoulder, and I was like, damn, that's dope. And I saw it here, and I was like, nice.
Oh no, I definitely knew it was Orky. Yeah.
The one thing you may have noticed that is different from an orc is the head is a pumpkin.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
Yeah. And actually, while you're mentioning pumpkins, the green, how you made that look like it's glowing is unreal.
Yeah, it's quite an impressive feat with the brightness of the green, especially in that lower pumpkin. But in the
Yeah.
end, it's just paints. It's just not graduating. Gradients from deep green all the way to white, right in the center.
Yeah, I mean, like the whole paint job in itself is French kiss, to be honest.
I think for me, what is most like worthwhile to mention is the fact that we've got it zoomed in right in front of us. We were just talking about mentioning to a little pumpkin in the bottom of the base there. We're zoomed in, and it still looks bloody fine.
Yeah.
Normally, it's like on my if you zoom in on my models, sure, it looks good, but you can see
The imperfections.
all the imperfections. Whereas this,
Same, yeah.
it's absolutely spot on.
Yeah.
You know, it's so smooth, so well done, and I love the facial expression of the pumpkin as well.
I just like the fact that you got it glowing around on his armour as well. It's just great.
Even the extra mile with the background. as well.
Right, now you mentioned in the background, I have to say, I really appreciate like so much the extra detail. You used all your tools.
Yeah.
So the background was like the scary woods vibe.
Yeah.
Even the border of the colour of Halloween.
Yeah.
Which makes because that's quite bright, it still manages to make the model pop.
Indeed.
And obviously the video, if anyone's seen the video, you also
They're watching it right now.
The music you added just to add to the Halloween, like you really did use all your tools. It was amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Because there were no rules against things like backdrops or anything. No, in this competition it really was just whatever is in the photo will. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just I really appreciate the finer details, and the presentation was just off the charts.
Absolutely. I love. Now, what I do love is something a bit of contrast to Halloween, is the fact that it's such a clean model.
Yeah.
And yet it pulls it off so well, in a way that only something paranormal could do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which works really well with it. And again, even if the backdrop was not being considered, it is generating lighting that you would like to have for a model like this.
Yeah.
But it is, so that's even better. Yeah. Yes, an exceptional piece. An exceptional piece.
I have to say the base as well. I love it gave me, when I looked at it gave me the vibe that you're legging it. You're trying to get away.
Oh, God.
Right? And you've just gone in a random direction through the bushes and he's coming for you.
Yeah.
I loved the simplicity of it with the added Halloween touches at the bottom with obviously the pumpkins. Yeah, great. I love this model.
Absolutely. Alright, so next, entrant number 3, we have Invisible Cactus, or Invisibliss Cactus as he actually is in the server.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people know that.
No, indeed, but in all the other socials, he's invisible. Yeah. Anyway, by the by, something that is most certainly visible here is his Beast of Nurgle. I had a moment to think, I was like, what was it called again? It's a Beast of Nurgle, which has been done up all Halloween style. And, man, unlike the last one, this is not clean at all.
No.
This is, in fact, quite vile, and that is awesome.
There's so much to look at. Like, I love it.
The floor actually looks like the stuff Merlin sneezes out.
No, you're not even wrong.
No.
But I have to say, the googly eyes caught my attention first when the entrant came through.
Yeah.
So I absolutely just spat my drink out almost. Just thought it was hilarious. But it also adds like a touch of madness to it, I think.
Yeah.
Especially because how grimy it is. It's like he's just lost his mind and he's all like, hee, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
You know?
It's on point with the Beast of Nurgle because they're actually quite friendly.
Oh, are they?
They just want to love and crush everything. You know?
Yeah, well, I'm going to eat your brains vibes, but yeah.
They're the same thing.
But yeah, I love the colours and the paint job's amazing. Like, how you got into all those crevices is like... I don't know.
This is another example of how when you zoom in, you still see really fine detail and whatnot.
Yeah. I don't know how you, did that, obviously through skill, but I don't know,
Definitely not skill issue. That slime there.
I know, it's so gross. Why?
It's because it's on par with the theme.
Yes, it is.
And also the pumpkin patch sign. Yes, with a lot of squinting, we managed to read pumpkin patch.
No, I was going to mention that because I was like, I love the sign. It was hard to read, but I actually think that added to it.
I agree.
Because like you said, you had to squint,
yeah.
But because it was all webbed as well, it was obviously going for a worn out vibe, and obviously that's what a sign is. Sometimes you can't read them, and I actually think that adds to it.
I agree. Adds to the interest.
Yeah, especially because you don't want a really bright sign that's really clear when you've got something gross behind it. You know, it wouldn't match. So yeah, I really like that. Exactly.
Absolutely.
But then I looked through all the pictures, I was like, this is wicked, all that slime, and it's disgusting. When you got to the video, and then I realised it lights up, I was like, what?
A dynamic lighting from the inside. It's like a pumpkin itself.
Exactly. It's so good.
It's almost like a pumpkin has mutated through chaos.
Yeah.
And is now sick of being carved.
Yeah.
And is coming for your ass.
Or like the pumpkin that's clearly out of season now, is still on your porch.
Oh yeah. So yeah, just a normal out of season pumpkin on your porch.
Yeah, it's drooping and its face is starting to go to the side. Yeah, and it stinks.
Damn. So
no one wants to clear it up because kids are like, I don't want to touch that, and the parents are like, well, neither do I, but I can't admit that because I'm the adult.
Maybe this is the chaos god of old pumpkins.
Yes. Forgotten pumpkins.
The forgotten pumpkin god. Just a little mad.
Just a bit mad, yeah.
Alright. entrant number 4. We got entrant number 4. Wakesy, darling, would you like to introduce entrant number 4?
It's CT!
CT, yes indeed.
Whoop, whoop.
And what we have here, we have ourselves a Flesh Tearer's Terminator facing off against a horde of slathering Tyranids.
Yeah. See, although it's not obviously Halloween, it does have Last Stand vibes, which is in itself terrifying, especially after playing Space Marines 2 with everyone.
Yes.
And realising that is actually not a good situation to be in.
Absolutely. The shading's also really nice and deep. It gives it all a dark vibe, doesn't it?
I absolutely love the Tyranids.
Yes.
It doesn't help that you've literally got all my favourite colours there, so purple, the
Yep.
greens, the blacks. So
Yeah.
I was always going to be attracted to the Tyranids, but
Aye.
the paint job is amazing on them.
Yeah.
I know CT was often emailing me updating his progress on them. I know he was a little worried about it, but I really don't think you had anything to worry about. I think they're amazing.
The paint job's excellent.
Yeah, and I love their little tongues. Blah. Blah.
The Flesh Terror's awesome too. We don't see a lot of Flesh Terrors. You just assumed it was a Blood Angel, didn't you?
I did.
Which is near as damn it, because it is a Blood Angel successor.
Yeah.
But I was like, that's a Saw Blade, it's a Flesh Terror.
Yeah.
And it's got the black arms.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're not very well represented, which is a shame, because they're a very cool chapter.
Yeah.
But I love the black on him as well. The highlights on the black are very nice.
I don't know how he managed to do it, CT, but he looks exhausted.
He does look knackered, like
In
he's
that
already
picture-
killed hundreds.
Yeah, in that picture, he looks like he's gone through thousands of them. He's knackered. He's at his last stand.
Yeah.
And he knows he's going to go down.
Yeah.
Probably
He just wants to take as many of them as he can
as he
with him.
can. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's the vibe I get from that. I think
There's drama.
drama. That's
Yes.
exactly the word for it. Drama.
Space Marine drama.
Absolutely.
There'll be songs sung about him.
Yes.
Old Philip.
And I think you got to appreciate as well, like, I hear a lot of people say Tyranids are one of the hardest models to paint. So the fact that you managed in such a short time period to paint all of them at once, I think is pretty impressive.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, especially because I know you've been quite busy and stuff
Yes.
of late.
Yeah. There's even like some glowing Tyranid eyes, which is very cool.
Yeah, and I love that, like, some of the colours do match. Can you go to a picture for me?
Yeah.
So, like, I think you got the little green eye. Is that right? Maybe the other.
There's a green eye.
Yeah, and I love that it matches with the Tyranids. Like, it gives
Yes,
you,
it's the same kind of green.
Yeah, it brings them together, like, as in a scene again, because obviously they're very different.
Yes.
So yeah,
I agree. I didn't see that myself.
yeah, and obviously you've probably just like the Tyranid at the floor,
Oh yeah, the dead one.
the dead one. Like you nailed Grime. Like there was a reason why you got Nurgle's favoured in the last competition.
Yeah.
Like you do know how to make things just a bit gross without being over the top either.
Yeah.
Just like the blood on the floor at his feet and stuff. Like
Yeah.
it's just such good little details. Really like it.
Well done, CT. That's excellent. Entrant number 5. We have Delance, the two-faced model that is part Night Lord, part Alpha Legion. What are your thoughts on this one, Wiggsy?
Well, I've never seen anything like this before. So
Yeah.
I was doing some like research because, as everyone probably knows on Discord, trying to get into the lore and a little bit more. And I came across it there. And I was like, oh, I've never seen that before. Probably ask someone about that soon. Never did. Then this came through, and I was like, well, what are the chances? So
He read your mind.
it's like you read my mind. I think you'll have to let me know what like the backstory of this is. Like, you know, what it's about. Whether you do or the Discord lets me know.
Yeah.
But yeah, but apart from that, I mean, like I loved it. Like I love the two contrasting blues,
Yes.
like the lighter and the darker one. Yeah, especially on the light side, the highlighting on that shoulder is just so.
Yes, that sheen.
Yeah, it really makes it look shiny and it's amazing, which I think is a great contrast to the sword,
Yes.
the chain sword, because you often find them really shiny and like really bright, like they've just come off, you know, the conveyor belt when they're like off to war for the first time. But
Yeah.
it's got like a gruff, dark look, and I think that's awesome.
I agree.
It really adds to like the grimness of the whole universe.
Yes. I like the base as well. It's got a mossy look, which I like.
Yeah, because we were saying we've never seen like a mossy base before, and I'm definitely inspired to do moss now.
Yeah, I want to try it as well. When I
Yeah.
look closely, I think you may have mentioned this before, how it kind of looks like cut up sponge
Yeah.
is what was used to make it. So now I'm like, ooh, I've never thought of anything like that before.
Oh.
So I'm definitely going to inspiration. I'm definitely going to try something like that and see what I can achieve. So
Yeah.
cheers to Lance.
But that's what's great about all these competitions and that is we get to sort of showcase our skills and our creativity and share ideas. I think that's like a beautiful thing just to go slightly mushy.
Yes, I agree. Only slight mush.
Yeah.
There's part of me that wishes we could see it in a darker lighting, though.
Yeah.
Because it's obviously nice and bright for the sake of taking a photo, but I might even just take the photo and manually darken it later on just to have a look-see and see how it is that way, but probably won't be quite the same.
I know, Delance, that you wanted to send in a diorama, and I know you worked so hard on it, and then the day before it broke. It smashed or something, it fell.
Got hit by a comet.
Yeah, so the fact that you got this one done so quickly is really well done.
Yes, indeed. Especially given it's not exactly a simple premise.
No.
With the old not Night Lord, Alpha Legion transformation.
Because I've been doing Raven Guard recently, and that's taken me 3 days straight alone. And they're simple.
Prime Black done.
Still took me 3 days. So well done for getting that in record time. No excuses for the next one.
No, none at all.
You better be in the next one.
You better not be moving house.
I was going to bully you constantly now.
Me too. Not for any constructive reason, just for the fun of bullying. No, I'm kidding. Alright, and next we have entrant number 6. And who is entrant number 6, Wigsy?
I was.
Hey, so we have here ourselves a diorama, a scene, a set piece.
Yes.
And could you tell us any details about this, Wigsy?
Well, it's obviously a Inquisitor in there, and we've been having great discussions about that, because Firewalls also knows that I'm into Inquisitors too, so that was nice. But I think what's important to say is Firewalls is completely aware there's no Halloween or scary paint schemes.
Yeah.
Which I can agree with. However, the Inquisitor alone should be terrifying enough.
Can't argue with that. Inquisitors are pretty terrifying.
And I loved that. I thought that was just top tier explanation there. I don't need anything else, basically. She does it for me.
Yeah.
I think that's great. But although you're saying that there's no Halloween-y vibes with the paint scheme, I have to actually disagree, because in some of it, you can see subtle blood markings. I think there's one on the book. I can't quite see in the picture. It's a bit too small. But yeah, you can see on
It's some runic nonsense.
But on the arms of the soldiers and stuff, there's definitely blood splatters.
Yeah.
So that is still Halloween-y, to be honest. So like the gore and the violence, especially the guy at the front.
I agree.
And that massive ass guy, whatever that is amazing.
He, I believe, is a servitor who has his arm removed and replaced with a plasma cannon.
Oh, damn.
Because badass.
Badass, exactly. I love how like the Inquisitor's scary thing is she looks like she's cowering behind him, but
Well, I'd cower behind him as well, to be honest.
His shoes are amazing.
They're amazing.
I love the shoes, like the shading and the highlighting on them.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just drew my eye for some reason.
Look at those shoes.
It's like, look at those boots, man. Like, I just loved that.
They are very cool.
Yeah. And obviously I love the colour as well. The colour is very dark, sort of grimy looking.
Yeah. I wonder what's going on in this scene.
Yeah.
Are they backed into a corner hiding from enemies, or are there enemies coming straight at them? Are there no enemies at all?
Yeah.
What are the stories?
Yeah. That's what I like about the dioramas. I'm definitely going to allow them in again, I think.
Yeah.
Because you really do get scenes and you start getting a picture, painting a picture.
Yes.
Like in your head of what's happening or what has happened, which I think is really cool. So yeah, well done for that. Like inspiring stories.
Yes.
Which I think is amazing.
I agree. That's the best thing this hobby can do, in my opinion. Alright, so now we have entrant number 7, who has a fun thing of changing their name an awful lot, but at the time of recording this is currently going by Burn.
Yeah, when you entered, it was Law.
Yes.
Please stop changing your name. You're making it so hard for me.
I think this is the 4th name since entry. It went from Law to Wagyu, then to Rage at one point, and now it's Burn.
Yeah.
So, but always seems to go by Tech Priest.
Yes,
so,
yes. That's literally when I was scrolling through the messages to just go back to finding the entrance, I was like, I thought I lost you. I was like, holy shit, how did I do that? A whole ass DM has gone missing. I didn't delete it. I was frantic until I realised I changed the bloody name.
Oh dear. But here we have it. Here we have some kind of clay dude.
Mate, I won't lie, when I first saw it, I was like, I don't get it. I will admit that. I mean, it's obviously, but I think, I think it's because I didn't like looking at it, which is kind of
on
the point.
Yeah.
When I looked at it, I was like, no.
It's got like the chicken wing arms.
Yeah.
But it's like some weird, horrific clay monster and stuff.
Like it's decaying, and it did make me feel grossed out.
It's uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable to look at, but that's a good thing.
Yes, I agree.
That's
it's very
the
on point for the brand.
Yeah.
And it's just very alien as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's just very... It goes against the things you would expect and, like, where the hard lines are, where the soft lines are, and it's just some horrific beast.
Yeah. I don't know why. For this particular model, it really put me in their shoes, and not in a good way. Like, I felt like, ugh, what if like, that was me? Like, you know, how I don't know. It was just gross.
It's like, is this creature forced to be in this way and it's suffering, or is this the way it is and it relishes in its own?
And the base, I loved how chaotic that is.
Yes.
Because it looks like you're going over rubble, or like you're down at the local tip, rummaging through it. Like, just how messy it is, and like just grody, I suppose.
Yeah, very grody, very janky.
Very janky. I love that word.
Yes.
And but the little pop of colour at the top with the little Space Marine helmet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is that a trophy?
It's a trophy.
Or is that his old helmet?
Oh.
So I had this whole, and again, like Fire Wars is one. I had a whole story in my head suddenly. Like, oh, what if that was like a reminder of who he once was, or it is just a bog standard trophy? But yeah, I had this whole story in my head.
But what if it isn't a bog standard trophy?
Yeah.
Yes.
That caused stories to happen in my head, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely got very decaying vibes, and you nailed the gross, icky, sickly sight.
Yes, very much. The treacle monster gon' get you.
Yeah.
I also have to note as well, from what I can see, 1 foot is off the base.
Oh, you know what? I didn't notice that.
It's either right on the edge or off the base. It's almost like it's stepping onto it, and that's quite a cool touch.
That's different. Yeah, I like that. Like he's stepping up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stepping up. Yeah.
That's really cool. And obviously the colours as well, because it does match the base.
Yes.
Which brings it all together again.
It's part of the base. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, now you've got another story in my head now. What if he morphed through all the rubble?
Yeah.
Really well done.
Very much so. Well done. Entrant 8. We have Entrant 8, done by one Signed with Blood.
Yes.
That we have a nice, awesome graveyardish scene here with some ghoul creatures. I'm not familiar with Fantasy Warhammer very much. I don't remember the names of these cretins. Do you know them? Were you told?
Grimghast Reapers.
Grimghast. There we go.
I wrote it down. I'm smart.
Hey, Wixie did the smart. And we got one with what's either a massive broom or a massive bell.
Right. I have a whole thing about this.
Oh, here we go.
Sign with Blood, you have triggered memories for me. So the bell on the ghoul on the left there, far left, reminded me of, because of the gold, it's like a light gold. It reminded me of an old Christmas decoration that my mum used to have. And it was a string of bells she used to put over the fireplace.
Yeah.
Right, and it looks just like that.
Is that why it's horror?
Apart from the fact that there's something holding it. But the bell itself made me think of Christmas.
Yeah.
Right? So because of that trigger, it then made me think of Dickens' story
Christmas Carol?
Christmas Carol, thank you. With like the three, that past, present...
Yeah, past, present and future.
Yeah, so it made me think of Christmas Carol. So for me, you nailed both Halloween and Christmas, for me personally. Because then, when I then realised the Halloween and Christmas theme for me, it also then made me think of A Nightmare Before Christmas, because that was very similar as well in that regard.
Yes.
So for me, I loved your one because you triggered so many like childhood memories for me.
Yeah.
And I think that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool that someone can do that without like unintentionally.
Yeah. I love the cobweb stuff behind. I think it's meant to more replicate smoke.
It was mist, yeah.
Mist, yeah, not smoke, yeah, mist. And the base as well. It's like, I really like the base. The shape of it is bizarre. It makes me think of an old massive wheel of cheese. Like the side of it. The top of it is like a full graveyard scene. I love the pumpkin as well.
You nail bases, Sign with Blood. You
I
always
know.
make them so epic.
You're currently possessing the Kriegsman Shovel Award, which was an award for the best base.
Yeah.
And once again, we have another phenomenal base here. A very big thing. I will be coming to you to ask, what did you do? How did you make this? What is this?
I like it because obviously where it's at a graveyard scene, it gives off the 6 feet under vibe.
Yes.
Being so dense.
That's very true, yeah.
That's what made me think of that anyway.
Yeah.
And obviously the little touch of the pumpkin, which was handmade with that green stuff, I believe,
Okay,
which I thought was really cool.
that's really awesome.
Yeah, I really
Nice.
like that.
Yeah, very much so.
And I have to mention the colours of the ghouls themselves. I love that blue, and your edge highlighting is... I'm jealous of it.
Yes. Now, what I want to know is, why are those two chasing the one with the bell? Is the bell valuable? Does it have candy inside? You know? They want a piece of that candy.
I love the whole simplicity of the top of the base, though, for it's so... because it's so dense.
Yes.
So you got like the R.I.P.
Yeah, you got broken graves, you got
Yeah.
bones, you got skeletons, you got that the pumpkin that looks like it might have a bit of a sad face there. I can't quite tell if it's just shading or if it has an actual face.
Yeah.
And you got the reapers as well, and it's layered most importantly because the ghosts are hovering above the ground.
Yeah.
So it's like you got the base, you got the top of the base, and you got the ghost, and you got the mist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Layers of horror cake.
Horror cake, I love it. But yeah, again, like the presentation is so amazing with the mist, like the webbing to look like mist. It's great.
Yes, indeed.
So yeah.
All right, entrant number 9.
Yes.
Number 9. From Sinoculus. I actually said it right for the first time ever. Sinoculus.
Oh.
I normally say Sinocleus, it's Sinoculus.
Yeah.
But either way, we have here a little ghost Gretchen, a little ghost grot, I believe.
Right. This is another DM I thought went missing because you sent this in like a day in. And I was flabbergasted that someone could do that. That's quick. I was so amazed. So your DMs got pushed down over the month, and I frantically looked for the pictures because I know you got a name for this guy, and I wanted to make sure his name is presented. Meet Little Grot Ghost, Haunter of Armageddon, a Stalker of Medero V, Grand Grot Supreme of the Ghastly Grot Gangers.
Oh, damn, the ghastly grot gangers.
So, like, that really epic, really long name for this tiny little thing.
I love it. So just a grot with a bedsheet over his head.
Basically. And do you know what? Right, I've got this whole... and I've got another story in my head for this guy. Do you know what I love is the fact that this is such an innocent, cute-looking model.
Yeah.
But what's more horrifying is probably what's underneath. So most people dress up for Halloween to be scary. He's done the opposite.
Yeah.
So I then built this whole story in my head, which I want to incorporate in D&D one day.
Oh, nice.
Of because the way he's pointing, it's very, and the way the base opens up like it's a pathway. It looks like we've stumbled across him.
Yeah.
And he's all like, "It's okay, come this way," sort of vibe. I was like, I didn't even mean for that to rhyme. Yes, to say like, come to me, and I'll help you, and then we'll shank you in the woods.
Nice, a bit of wood shanking. Yeah.
You know, like it gives off that vibe of very friendly when in actual fact it's gonna kill you.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, I love that.
I also like how normally one goes for a white bedsheet, whereas this one's gone for a dark blue bedsheet, and I actually like that.
Yeah.
It goes more with, well, the rest of the colour theme, which is very dark and grotty.
Yeah.
Literally grotty.
Yeah, grotty. But it's great. I loved it.
Yeah.
I
laughed when I saw it. I love it.
I love that you went for the cutesy vibe because most people go for like the more gory or scary looking.
Yeah.
So I do like that you went cute, which I think is great.
I agree. Right, entrant number 10, we have Scorpius, who has made someone who's definitely playing with matches. It's a good Horus Heresy model. I can't actually identify who the model is, but regardless of that, it looks really damn good.
It's so epic.
I think it might be the most epic entry we have this year.
Very epic.
And I've only just noticed there's a face in the flames.
I noticed that right at the last minute before we started this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. Yeah, it's very epic looking, very almost stoic in a way.
Indeed. Very grimy, which is very suitable for this fella.
And that claw hand with the blood and how you made that look sticky is unreal.
Yeah, it's quite something.
I'm a little concerned, actually, how you did that.
A little too much personal experience.
But yeah, I love. You know, because it is a very gory model. Yes. But it's not over the top either. No. So it's only got it on the claws, from what I can tell. Obviously the
chain axe.
The chain axe. A little bit on the floor, not tons of it. And then obviously bleeding out the eyes, which is just so metal, by the way.
Just casual eye bleeding, you know.
You know, yeah. I like it's very gory but very subtle.
I like the cape as well.
I was gonna say the cape is sick.
Very matted and almost rotten.
Yeah.
You know, and the glassiness of the eye as well on his belt. It's very cool. It has the actual reflectiveness of an eye.
I mean, like the painting all throughout the whole thing is amazing.
Yes, indeed.
And I love the floor.
Yes, the base, the old ruins
Yeah, I really like that.
of the base.
Because it's quite busy, but not, if that makes sense.
It's busy, but your eyes are drawn to certain places.
Yeah.
And obviously the fire. This is like a centerpiece.
How do you make that look like it's glowing? That's it. You're all wizards, I've decided. They can make things look like it's glowing.
It's warp nonsense.
Yeah, like I need tips because I want to do my Avatar of Cain and I'm too scared to make because the flames are going to look crap.
I've noticed there's like a face in the fleshy bit. I don't know if there's like 2 eyes, a nose, and the mouth.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that's an actual thing or if it's just the way it looks from here.
Yeah. Do you know what? Now you've said it looks really obvious.
I think Chaos live in Mario's world, Super Mario, because their faces and everything there too.
Yeah,
it's kind of freaky.
But the claws for me, they look just so brutal.
Yes, very much so.
I actually shuddered a little bit, like, oh, can you imagine getting
tickled by that?
Tickled.
Yeah,
exactly.
Just a little bit of a nice chaos tickle.
But I know you was a little apprehensive to join the competition because it was a short one. And I know you were saying you're a bit of a perfectionist, but damn, you've proved yourself.
Yeah.
You can obviously still create something top tier at a short amount of time. Also, you've just reminded me, zooming in on that, Scorpio said that he did a lot of the runes on his armour.
Yeah.
Freehand.
Nice.
And again, you're just a wizard. That's
yes.
it.
He's Night Lords, isn't he, this guy? He's in Night Lord's colours.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the blue fading up from the black. So this guy's definitely a Night Lord, isn't he? Yeah. That's awesome. I'm not familiar with the Horus Heresy model, so I couldn't tell you if this is a Night Lord's model or just like a, captain that can be whatever you need or anything.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the Horus Heresy models line at all. But I'm pretty confident this is a Night Lord. Yes. Looking back on what you said, it is a Night Lord. Excellent. Good. I got it right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes when people send in their explanations, I'm like, oh, that's nice, Ross.
What's that? But no, this is excellently well done, Scorpius, and you should be proud of this piece.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Very much
Definitely
so.
something I'd be happy to have on my mantelpiece. In a horrific way.
Aye. And last, but certainly not least, we have Entrant 11 by Sneck Studios.
Sneck.
And we have ourselves, of course it was going to be an orc.
Of course, yeah.
When is it not an orc with Sneck? And it looks like he's having a bit of a good old time here.
There's so much to look at.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's like he's on a little construction site.
Yeah.
And this is like a little digger.
Yeah, but I didn't know what that was, but you can see an arm if you go to the right. There's an arm in the rubble with a chainsword.
Yeah, that's a Space Marine arm. It's all crushed under the rubble. Yeah.
You made it look so dusty. I think it's quite impressive.
Yeah, I really do like the way the base is all it's like everything's freshly crumbled.
Yeah, like it's new.
Like he's just toppled a building on these
and
guys.
And I have to say, the stance of the orc is very much like, who wants some?
Whoa, come at me!
Yeah, very come at me. And all the trophies as well, of the Space Marine helmet.
This is an orc you don't want to mess with.
Yeah. Yeah.
The blood, he's just in the middle of it. He's having the time of his life.
He's raging.
Yes, he is.
But having a party in his head.
Trick or treat!
Exactly. And all the blood on his face as well. I can't decide whether that was just splattered there or he's chomping on Space Marines. Which
It's probably both, yeah.
And I love the colours, I really like your use of
it's such vibrancy.
Vibrant colours.
Yeah.
It's really different. I think it's, especially with orcs, it really works.
It
doesn't
does,
it?
yeah.
So I like that. Whereas others have done quite dark colours, you've just gone for the crazy pop of colour.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
I agree. Some poor soul's gone through his grinder.
Yeah.
But yes, particular note to the base. I really do enjoy the base. The vibrant colours is excellent.
Yeah.
I love the white face paint. He's got a white skull face paint, have you noticed?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I just love how chaotic the whole thing is.
So I think maybe he is out trick-or-treating. I think that's what he's doing right now.
But he gets annoyed when they say treat, because he's like, no, I wanted it to be trick, and then just smash their face in or something.
Yeah, he's out trick-or-killing.
Trick-or-killing?
No, trick-or-crumping, that's it.
Yeah.
Right, and that, I believe, is all the entrants.
Yes.
So, with that, it is time to actually start dishing out some awards, I think. So, let us begin with the one that we all know of, the Hellfire Award, i.e. the Community Award. Yes, indeed. There is no judges panel or anything this time. It's all done by a community vote for this one. And there was a winner, wasn't there? It was quite close, though.
It was close.
Yes, there was actually one point where it was either neck and neck, or they kept overtaking each other, undertaking each other, and whatnot.
Yeah.
And
it was like watching a race.
it was like watching a race in the end between these two in particular. Obviously, there were several votes for several different models.
Yeah.
But these two in particular were neck and neck for a lot of it. But in the end, there had to be a winner.
There did.
There had to be one. The community favourite for Halloween, the Hellfire Award, it goes to Bare Necessities and his jack-o'-lantern-headed war boss monstrosity.
Woo!
Yes, it's an excellent one. Very much well deserved. Yes, it's truly good. The clean cut, the dark colours, it goes so well with it. I can absolutely see why folks voted for it.
And just the presentation alone, the music in the video, the backdrop, the border.
Yes.
You just used, like I said before, all your tools. And
yes.
I think that's credit to you.
Yes, absolutely. It absolutely is. It's a phenomenal piece. Again, the lighting, the shading of it.
Yeah.
And like I said, all tools were used. Just very well, good way of putting it. And there's nothing more I can say on it other than well done. It's very well deserved.
Yeah.
And you are now the Hellfire.
Ooh.
Yes.
So Artie started up his Instagram, so I'll be messaging you to see if we can post it.
Yes, indeed.
So watch out for that.
Indeed. There are 2 more awards to give. Wigsy and I have come up with a unique pair of awards here.
We did.
Yes, indeed.
Just for fun.
Just for fun.
Because obviously the main one's the Hellfire, isn't it?
Yes, the main one is the Hellfire, but we have 2 more awards. So how about we crack into those?
Yes.
The first of these 2 we have the Rot. The Rot, which is simply the grossest model for Halloween. The ones that made you wince, that made you cringe, that made you like,
which was hard to pick, actually.
Yes, there were a few that were quite ick.
Yeah.
Very ick.
Ick.
Indeed. So, let us beat about the Space Bush no longer.
Space Bush?
The Space Bush. This is a 40k channel, therefore Space Bush.
Okay.
So, the winner for the grossest model, the Rot, goes to Invisible Cactus's Great Beast of Nurgle.
Woo.
Oh, very much so. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah.
This model's horrible.
In all the right ways.
In all the right ways. It's bloody horrible. No, it's excellent.
The slime and the googly mad eyes. Oh, mate.
Yeah, just drool coming out of everything. All the pus and the gunk and just the snot, the puke, the bile.
I just feel like I'm going to catch a disease just looking at the photo.
I know, I don't want to lick it. And that's unusual. I usually do want to lick these things.
Yeah, no,
but
it's
not
great.
this one.
It's a really, really gross model.
It is, absolutely. Just just the shiny texture and everything.
That's actually something I wanted to mention before and forgot. How you made that slime look like it's wet.
I think some kind of resin. Some kind of like a glossy varnish, maybe, or a non-glossy varnish, I'd say. And yeah, who knows? I mean, probably I will be coming to you, asking, how did you get things so janky?
How did you make it look so wet?
Yes, it's so wet. Right, but yes, well done. You have the Rot, along with your Astronomicon. So, a rotten Astronomicon. Nice. Nurgle's having a good day. Alright, and now we have the final award, the third one. We have the Cutesy Award.
Cutesy!
The Cutesy, the cute Halloween. But you get a lot of horrifying Halloween, but you also get a lot of cute Halloween. So we got one ready for a cute one. And thankfully, we have a winner.
We do.
We do have a winner. And I will jump straight into it because I think a few people can probably guess which one it is. It is Sinoculus's little ghost grot fellow. Yes, it's adorable. It's adorably horrifying.
Adorably horrifying is correct.
Yes, he's going to lead you away to get shanked.
In the woods.
Shanked in the woods.
Or led to like an army of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, let's go this way. Come on, it's a good direction to go.
Before you know it, you get stabbed to death.
Exactly. But no, I love it. It's adorable. When I first saw it, I was like, that's adorable.
I loved it.
We both were like, if there's nothing else, that's probably going to get the Cutesy Award.
Yeah, definitely.
Indeed, it's adorable.
Yeah.
So,
well done.
yes, a big well done. It just makes me. I'm just looking at it right now. It just makes me smile. I love it.
Makes me smile. I love the pointing. It's just the little point, like, let's go that way.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that way.
I don't know. I would be that fool that would run after him, like, yay!
Tablecloth man is my friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent. So that's 3 awards given. The Hellfire Award, which is community vote. The Rot and Cutesy, which was obviously decided by us.
Yeah.
And yes, very good, well-deserved winners, I think.
Yes, and
absolutely.
thank you to everyone that's entered and who voted. Yeah, you guys are the ones that make the competition amazing. So
Absolutely.
yes, thank you for your participation.
Yes, indeed. So before we go, we have an announcement to make, don't we, Wiggs?
Yes, we do.
Yes, indeed, madam. Why don't you tell them what the news is? What is upcoming?
We have our next competition.
Yes, indeed, the next competition. And what is the theme, Wiggsy?
Well, I think a lot of you have guessed already, as it's kind of obvious, but the next theme is going to be Christmas.
Christmas, yay! Yes, it's going to be a Christmas theme competition.
Yes.
And we are going to be opening entry for this competition for you to announce that you want to enter into it tomorrow, at the time of posting this video, tomorrow, the 1st of November.
Yes, and it will be open for 3 days, and then the competition will start after then.
Yes, indeed. You will have 3 days, beginning from the 1st of November, to make it clear and known that you wish to enter the Christmas competition. You will obviously find details in the relevant competition channel, won't there, Wiggs?
Yes. And I wanted to run this one a little longer, just because I know as Christmas comes up, it gets a little bit hectic and less time to do these things. So
Yes, very much so. So we're starting up nice and early, aren't we?
Yes.
So that way everyone can get a leg up and get themselves ready. Obviously, not too many more details about it here. It'll all be in the competition channel tomorrow. So, yeah, excellent. That's about it, isn't it?
yeah, that's it.
Marvellous stuff. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining in on this competition announcement and awards. Well done again, everyone. It's been great fun. And remember, what do they need to remember, Wiggs?
The Emperor always guides your brush.
Indeed, the Emperor's always guiding your brush.
I remembered.
She's getting there. She's getting there, folks. So, see you around.
Bye.
Bye!